Ah. Hey, there we go. Note to self, make a stream marker right here. By the way, introductions. Good evening, my darling batlings. I'm glad to join you once again this lovely night. Way later than I usually start because, just kind of got the spark suddenly be like, hey, I feel like streaming for a little bit. Not like a super long stream, but just for a little bit. I'm joined tonight by Kier, first time in a while, and I'm glad to have him back.
Hey. It's good to be here. Sounds a little funky wookie on my end, but I can double team it.
Yes, Kier, our resident Del the Funky Homo Sapien sound alike.
Yeah. So, funny thing is, people actually want me to make an album. I actually might. I might.
So, I've got a new little bit of kit to show you guys. There's an Elgato Stream Deck app that you can get for mobile phones and like iPads and stuff. And I picked that up. And yeah, in addition to being able to like remotely control my OBS settings without having to fuck around with keyboard and mouse. We haven't gotten to the joke yet. You know what? Just for ruining my introduction.
I'm demoting you to scrub monkey 3rd class. Now go and mop up the dungeon.
Yes, I have a soundboard now. This is gonna be fun.
Be glad I don't have my soundboard hooked up to the laptop.
JKR's right. Timing, Kier. Timing. It's like they say in Brooklyn.
I'm the trash man. I come out, I throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage.
Not why I meant to play, but okay.
I'll say fuck.
So yeah,
How's
we're
that
doing
for timing.
There's some good timing for you. You know what? You know what? We're just going to cut the chatter, stop the music, which I haven't gotten VLC to play nicely with this yet. I think I have to do with like some server settings or something for that. So we'll swap over to the gaming window. It's so nice being able to do this with one touch now. Call me one touch man.
Oh my god! I just realized something now, right?
Yeah.
So you know how this microphone and a laptop won't pick it up, but he yells out "one punch!" Like no, it's one touch.
All right, you should be able to see my screen now, but I'll have to turn down the volume because I haven't played. Yeah, that is too loud.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, there we go. I was about to make a joke saying, "Why is it black?"
Cloud Sato sends their regards. Send my regards to Cloud Sato. I could do that myself because, you know, they're in my server. But,
Die, monster.
Hey, Lulu, thanks for 12 months in a row. Goddamn, a whole year of being subbed. A whole year of being subscribed. Holy shit. And to think, I only deserved about 9 of those months. I do have one or two mods installed in this that won't be immediately obvious, but you'll see. Starting a fresh playthrough because, once again, they came out with a new content update that completely changes how the game works, so I have to document that. One of the things is that they changed how the physics work. So now you can customize your own momentum in addition to, like, your speed.
Oh, hey, oh, wow, we're getting everyone coming in the chat today.
Shiva, glad to see you here. Did you get my message? I messaged you a couple days ago just asking for, if you got any updates on the project. I've been busy myself with school, so... yeah, but I have all of next week off, which means that I have a whole week that I can do for just streams. If I, you know, feel alive enough to do that.
That's no good.
Uploading AI program now.
I have to send you a PowerPoint thing later. Yeah.
A PowerPoint thing?
Yes. But yeah, I even relate to you about being busy. I've been trying to make a new resume.
I actually did my first couple, like, drawings in a long time thanks to the art class I'm taking. We had to do some sketchbook assignments. I posted a picture of a, well, I can't remember if I posted the picture on my server or not, but I drew a sketch of Tron Bonne, and I drew a sketch of Metal Sonic. And shaded them all in grayscale.
I just realized something. I say fuck. There was an ad.
I say fuck.
It had the Celsius energy drink right next to you. I'm like, wow.
I say fuck right as he's falling into the portal.
Oh man, and it was an ad for Celsius energy drink. Which I actually had. I've actually had it. It's meh.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night's collab too, Lulu. We're gonna, since Smasher Pass VTuber Edition went off with a lot of hitches, as opposed to going off without a hitch, we're gonna be redoing the whole thing.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Okay, so I didn't post either in my server. Okay, I'll have to do that. So not only are we redoing all the ones that we had last time for Smasher Pass VTuber Edition tomorrow night, but got a couple new ones on there too.
Oh god.
Yes, sus indeed.
Yeah, they're saucy.
Yes, sushi baka. Yeah, I can't wait for the final DLC because they've said that they're gonna redo the final boss fight as part of the new DLC. And that teaser shows that we got a new supersonic form.
I really need to sit down and play it.
Now's a better time than ever to play it for the first time because you get to play it without all the, like, day one jank.
All I have to do is keep my thing offline and enjoy day one jank. Like, I still, like, you already know me. I want to play through some of the different patches, you know? Oh, you platinum it. Nice.
I haven't gone for the platinum on any of them yet. Seems like it'll be simple enough. Sonic games usually don't ask too much of you for platinums.
I'm just not skilled enough to platinum. I'm gonna.
The only one that asks too much of you is Sonic 06. And that's mostly because a lot of its achievements are just poorly worded.
This is impressive. Disturbing and makes me uncomfortable.
I've actually got that on a soundboard command now, so I can play that I can declare something as impressive, disturbing, and makes me uncomfortable at will.
Whatever it was.
Oops, you broke it.
Mortal.
Back-to-back Homestar.
Hello?
You know, that's actually fitting considering he just broke through cyberspace.
Yep. Oh, man.
Key, huh? Sure beats being called a rodent. Are you saying I can rescue my friends?
Find the Chaos Emeralds. Destroy the Titans.
So, like I said at the start, I do have 1 or 2 mods installed, but we'll see them gradually play out.
Context?
It's not going to be as crazy as the Devil May Cry 5 playthrough was.
Oh, God. You're making me think about mods for the Fallout 3, 4, and New Vegas runs I want to do.
So don't worry, you guys won't... Don't worry, you guys won't have to see something as horrific as the Hololive Cerberus again.
What about Will Smith's deaths?
Nah, I haven't really checked out much of the modding scene for Frontiers. Like, most of it, when I was looking at it, was like just model swaps for Sonic.
I guess Cold Steel the Hedgehog?
No, I'm talking stuff like importing models from other Sonic games, or like changing him into like replacing him with Shadow and giving him appropriate special effects for that relate to Shadow. Or there was a recent one that imports the Werehog from Sonic Unleashed, complete with the Werehog's animations.
Okay, we need Cold Steel the Hedgehog.
I mean, there's a Cold Steel mod for Sonic Adventure 2. There's 2 Cold Steel mods for Sonic Adventure 2. One that replaces Sonic and one that replaces Shadow.
Dude,
I'm probably in the minority here. Sorry, I just wanted to read
Go ahead.
the message that JKR sent. Something about Sonic 06. I'm probably in the minority here, but there are some things that I like from Sonic 06. And no, not the gameplay itself is not one of them. Yeah, I feel like Sonic 06, like, yes, it is an objectively non-functional game, but there are some diamonds in that roughness.
I mean, I can tell you one right now, and that's Zebrahead's version of his world.
Yeah, one of the rare cases on a Sonic soundtrack where I think that the guest artist version was better than the Crush 40 version.
Yeah, it's rare. Basically, dude, we worship the ground that Crush 40 walk on.
Yep.
Which tells you a lot.
Speaking of which, you ever see the one where Sonic himself was turned into a gun? The enemies were Maria. No, I haven't. That sounds amazing.
What the fuck?
I know I say this every time I stream a Sonic game, but given that we're inching closer and closer to the release of the Sonic 3 movie, who's ready to see Maria get shot in live action? And all the traumatic impact that has on the Olive Garden man.
Oh.
Any mods to turn Sonic into... I urge to talk about current events, but I'm gonna keep that off stream.
Yeah. We talk about it enough off stream.
There's probably a mod to change him into Sonichu. I know there's one for Sonic Forces that turns him into Sonichu.
There's one for Sonic Adventure as well, I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's one for Frontiers as well. Though
Forces doesn't have a very Forces didn't have a very active modding scene, but Frontiers does.
I mean, it's if you think about it, Forces is just Sonic the whatchamacallit, cutscene simulator.
You know, you're not wrong.
Dude, Ninja for Fortnite! Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, believe it or not, you actually can get the parry timing wrong. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, all you have to do is hold down the parry, and you hold down the shoulder buttons, and you automatically parry. I'm like, yeah, but if you do it too late, then... If you do it, like, right as the attack's about to connect, more often than not, it doesn't go through, and you just take the hit.
Sonic shoot ethic. I have not seen that picture yet. Oh god.
Yeah, he saw someone cosplaying Chris Chan and Sonichu.
Speaking of cosplay, I still want to do steampunk Flygon.
We were also talking about cosplays we want to do in the future, since I've given JKR some pointers on how to do armor for cosplays. And we were talking about like Mega Man X characters that we want to cosplay.
I know you want to do Vile.
He wants to do Vile too, and I came up with the idea that since there's 3 different designs for Vile from different games, we could get like the 3 of us together and all cosplay the 3 different versions of Vile.
Yeah, you also gave me an idea. If we also have a friend that is handicapped that also wants to get on this, they could do Vile in the right armor. Which would be kind of badass, you know?
Yeah.
Like, most of my friends who are, I don't want to use handicap, you know? And I know some of them don't like handy-capable, because it sounds, you know, demeaning even to them.
Yeah.
I guess, I have to ask them the word they would like to use. Because, you know, everyone has their own definition they like to use. So I'm going to say wheelchair bound for now. I think that might be the safe route to go. But I need to ask. I'm going to ask some of them if any of them are interested. I know you may have 1 or 2. I think JKR may have 1 or 2. Let's find out.
You know, I actually have one of my housemates is like somewhat disabled. Like he has a problem with his feet where he has to wear braces. I think it might have to do with his time serving in the army.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely do it. I know at least 2 different people that served in the army. One took the veteran status, the other one didn't, which I think would have helped her. But they're both, like, really awful people. Like, you would love the company of both of them. Like, I don't want to speak about their personal life, obviously, but they've been through some shit. They got married years ago. They deserve the happiness. That is all I want to say. They deserve that happiness. Oh, and they have a wonderful, wonderful lakefront property. Her and her wife, they're I need to bring them some ribs.
Kind of sucks about the way to get this. Kind of sucks about the way to get the Spin Dash in Frontiers. Yeah, I was there the night that the Spin Dash update launched, and the game gave you no in-game indication of how to unlock the Spin Dash. So I was there for that whole wild goose chase of like 4 hours straight of people trying to figure out how the fuck you unlock the Spin Dash.
Dude, we were there laughing at the shit on Twitter because people were posting like the old school Pokemon shit.
I had a tweet go semi-viral that night about the Spin Dash discourse. It was something like, "What if the real Sonic Frontiers Spin Dash was the friends we made along the way?"
I mean, I'm pretty sure the Spin Dash meme, people trying to figure it out, actually made friendships, which is hilarious. You really think about it.
And another one I did that night that went semi-viral was, like, wouldn't it be the greatest thing if Sonic Team just forgot to add the Spin Dash in the Spin Dash update? Wouldn't that be the most Sonic Team answer to it?
You know what I should have put for when that was going on.
Suffice. Hunt down
I figured out how to do the spin dash.
its gear.
Bring your knees to your chest and find a big hill. Dude, I just realized it looks like one of the Alienware towers for the PC.
Oh my god, you're right.
Dude, Sonic Frontier sponsored by Dell Alienware. So that also explains why they look so cool.
Use the gear as you
Yeah, the Vietnam War was crazy.
Yeah, my grandpa served in the Vietnam War, and thankfully he didn't get. He seemed to not have too much trauma from it, which is good for him.
Yeah, but both my grandparents, I don't think they actually saw combat, which is a blessing.
My grandpa was a colonel in the U.S. Army during the Vietnam War.
I don't know what status my both my grandparents have. If I had to guess, lieutenant. If I had to guess, to my limited knowledge, the only places my grandfather really's been would be Japan, Korea, and parts. I think
Parts unknown.
South or North Carolina.
Yeah, there are a couple army bases in North Carolina.
So it might have been North Carolina. Why am I thinking South Carolina? Isn't there one in South Carolina too?
There's basically one in every coastal state, more or less.
Yeah, I think around Myrtle Beach. I want to say I might be wrong.
That's South Carolina.
Yeah, so I'm trying to remember some of the places because I don't. For people who don't know, I lost my grandfather. Well, both of them. Once when I was in 6th grade, and the other one in 2021. So I don't know all the information. I just know they're both veterans.
return to
Bruh.
cyberspace.
There should be a
Many
killer
times.
PC tower also.
Yeah, I kind of love the mix of cybernetic glowy lines with stone ruins that you see on a lot of stuff in the Starfall Islands.
Yeah, could you imagine having an actual PC, full-on PC build? Keyboard, mouse, tower outside and inside, made to look
There,
like
I
this.
hydrated. Are you satisfied now, Lulu? And,
No!
no, you're not satisfied?
It's me trolling. By the way, I know you're not. I always forget what fruits that you're not a big fan of. Forgive me on that.
Most fruits, actually. The only ones I can kind of tolerate are apples and cherries.
Ah, okay. Not crazy about blueberries, bananas.
I like the flavor of grapes, but I don't like the texture of them.
Okay.
And
I was gonna say,
same thing with raspberries. I love the flavor of raspberries, but I don't like eating actual raspberries. Gooey textures like that make me gag.
What if it was in a milkshake or smoothie form?
That I could handle.
Well, I know it is most, but I always forget which one. But when it comes to that time, I would love to make you a very sweet but tasty milkshake or smoothie based on your preference.
Just as long as it doesn't have bananas in it, because I don't like the taste of bananas or the texture
I
of
can make you
bananas.
without it.
I say this because when I worked at Starbucks, it was a company policy that all smoothies, regardless of flavor, had to have banana in them.
I know the science behind it. But there's also ways to work around that, and that's protein powder. Sometimes that can help.
Yep.
Which is why some people may substitute protein powder with a little bit of peanut butter, which is really good.
Substitute protein powder with Slim Fast.
I mean, that's basically lean shake. Slim Fast is technically that.
Yeah, but it's flavored.
Speaking of which, I might have went down a pant size.
Nice. I've gone up several sizes.
Don't worry, I've been there. You already know I've been there multiple times. And I'm kind of fucking up my dietary stuff. But I'm trying to work on a new job right now, because if I can get a new job, that's going to help me big time mentally. Because right now I am not in the right mental space, you know? No details.
Oh, hey,
we
activated the bridge laser.
Bro, they stole this from Kingdom Hearts 2. If you know the scene, you know the scene. Being the heart laser for the Rainbow Bridge. Wait, was it rainbow or was it like a clear white bridge? I don't remember. It's been so long.
God, I can't remember.
It's been so long.
It's been so long since I played any Kingdom Hearts game to completion.
Same here.
But, my friend Mistress Dove has been getting me back interested in getting back into Kingdom Hearts again. She's got that infectious quality to her with her undying love for Kingdom Hearts.
Like you already know, I like Kingdom Hearts. I have my issues about Kingdom Hearts 3, which I won't go into detail because it's very similar to Final Fantasy 15, a Final Fantasy remake when you think about it.
You know, speaking of Final Fantasy 15, even though this wasn't Final Fantasy 15 itself, but it was the same dev team that made Final Fantasy 15, that Forspoken game that just kind of came out to an uproarious crowd of boos.
I'm gonna say a lukewarm reception because I was gonna say, bro, that shit is ice cold.
I saw a clip from Oni Plays where he and his friends were just like riffing on how mediocre Forspoken was the whole time, and at one point one of them, can't remember who, says, "This is a game that was made for no one."
Oh. The funny thing is, I'm not sure if it was.
Look at the Cocos. They're.
Oh, God.
Koroneski. Yubi. Come on. I can't pick up.
Yeah, Lord Megatron is my reaction.
I can't pick him up. Damn it.
Forsaken. Was it Forsaken?
Forsaken would have been a better title, because Forspoken just doesn't roll off the tongue very well.
There's already a game under Forsaken, I believe.
There's a lot of games that share generic ass titles.
So you're telling me, make an RPG and call it generic title? Yeah,
like there's a one that's really bothering me is that there's an NFT / crypto tied game coming out called Small Soldiers, where like apparently it's from this crypto studio whose whole thing is buying up the names to forgotten IPs and rebranding them as, scams.
No. There is
So
a fan.
So, like, they bought up the name and, copied the logo for the old movie Small Soldiers. But it has nothing to do with the movie Small Soldiers. It's a scam.
Yeah, speaking of Small Soldiers, there is a fan project going on that looks really, really good. Being an homage to Small Soldiers. I don't know more than that. I wish I knew more. But remind me later, and I will send you that link on Discord. I'll put it in your Discord.
Okay.
Like, it is genuinely good, and I think it's gonna follow the Forbidden Love trope. Oh, look, Megatron, Jigga, are you seeing it?
No, he's talking about the Small Soldiers game.
Oh, the game. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I would definitely. It's like 5 to 7 minutes long. I'm gonna tell you right now, get some popcorn and enjoy yourself.
My right ear loved the sound of those impacts.
The perks of being on Discord. I had it in stereo.
Like, it's in stereo, but it was just ever so slightly louder in the right ear.
Well, your right ear is special. If I may copy a line from Final Fantasy, that thing ain't got no head.
Well, it doesn't have to. It's a, I guess you could call it a robot? Wow, eat shit, Sonic.
Wait, what the fuck happened?
I hit his energy shield, and that sent me flying. Because the knockback do be insane in Sonic Frontiers.
But I didn't even see you hit it on my screen.
Asura's Wrath, yeah. It's named after, both of them are named after the Hindu deity Asura. Well, Asura's Wrath, because it's directly based on Hindu mythology. And, well, not Hindu, Buddhist mythology, I think. I don't know. I don't know my mythologies outside of Greek. But this thing is named Asura because of its multiple arms.
Pretty sure Mari-chan would know, since Mari is really into the various mythos, you know?
I mean, like, take a look at my knowledge of, like, my only bit of knowledge about Japanese mythology is that, the sun god Tsukuyomi one time pulled an entire feast out of his ass, or something like that.
The only one I know, the only mythos I know is, like, the tall lady who is, like, really motherly, and some of the different variations of the fox one.
Well, that's folklore, not mythology. There's a difference. Folklore is more so about, like, you know, fantastic creatures, whereas mythology is more about, like, explanations for, the world around you. If Timo were here, she'd correct me on all this shit. Because she knows everything about mythology. And folklore.
All I gotta say is explain the magic of tacos.
Amy, is that you?
Harry godparents!
Hello?
Oh my
Is
god.
someone there? Help me!
Hang on.
Shadow.
Things.
You know, there's actually with the updated, with the Sonic's birthday update, look at them, they're beautiful. With the Sonic's birthday update, they added party costumes for Sonic and his friends. So, like, you can have these, like, cutscenes of them having serious conversations with each other, and they're just wearing, like, party hats and ribbons. And, like, party sunglasses. It's the dumbest fucking thing. I love it.
You wanna know who I kind of miss in the Sonic games?
Who?
Cream and Cheese.
Yeah, everyone misses Cream and Cheese. They haven't been in a game in over 10 years.
Yeah, the DS games are the last ones. The Adventure 2?
No, it was, the last mainline title that they appeared in was Sonic Generations.
I think playable, though, was,
last time they were playable was, Sonic Advance 3.
Okay, Advance 3, I was off by 1.
Not counting, like, racing games and, sports games.
Yeah, we're talking about actual Sonic games.
Yeah. Because Cream was never playable in the Rush games. She was an NPC.
Yeah. But seriously, we need... I love the memes about her, too. You're like, you're not my real mom. I'm literally your mother. So
I haven't been, you know, the good thing about, Cream's mother is that she's the size of an average human mother. And she's one of only, like, three or four characters in Sonic canon that we know is of legal age.
Yeah. I mean, if you really think about it, the characters would be Robotnik's mom, Shadow, Cheese's mother. I mean, Cream's mother, excuse me.
Rouge is 18 according to her
Rouge.
bio post Sonic Heroes. And Big the Cat.
Oh, is it Vector? Oh, Victor?
Oh yeah, and Vector. Yeah. Vector.
So there's 7 characters. Minusing anime characters, obviously.
Yeah. And not counting Archie Sonic characters.
And not counting Gerald Robotnik, because he's basically, you know...
He's fucking dead. First of
all.
You kind of stop aging when you're dead. It's like I saw someone try to justify liking having Maria as a waifu because it's like, well, technically she was 12 years old 50 years ago, and I'm like, she stopped aging when she died at 12.
I mean, my question is, when did it stop being, you know, the P1 and being the N1? Or is it just both, you know?
Yeah, that reminds me of a horrible joke.
Tell me off stream, if anything.
No, it's not something that could get me banned. What's the difference between What's the difference between kinky choking and strangulation?
What?
About 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you a New York style pizza. That's how you know you're fucked up.
Oh, I didn't fuck up last night when we were talking, but this was too far.
I mean, I admittedly was still thinking about twink thighs.
Okay, so I'm off the hook then.
Megatron's like, oh, that's interesting. I just saw it got the twink thighs. You know what the funny thing is? It's not even really in a dirty way or anything. It's even funnier. Like, you know, like resting your, like the lap pillow, resting your head?
Yeah.
it's like the innocent type shit, you know? Well, yeah, I'll be honest. We talked a little bit about Sonic music off stream, right?
Yeah.
And I said I like Sonic Adventure 1's soundtrack, the OST, slightly more than number 2 because of the variety. Still love Sonic Adventure 2 music in the OST.
Why do I feel
But I
like
don't-
JKR's setting up a punchline when he says that FedEx and UPS are merging? I feel like it's gonna be like, what are they gonna call it? Fed Up?
Yeah. Funny thing is, I'm actually thinking about possibly working for either FedEx, UPS, or USPS.
I mean, now's not a good time to join UPS considering that there's a strike going on.
I need a fucking job. It is really like, when I say mentally, I'm not well. I don't want to cross the line, but at the same time, I need my mental health. You know,
Sonic,
it's like
you all right?
damned if you do, damned if you don't
You're the
type
one who's only
thing.
half here.
I feel fine, but that energy that was holding me prisoner went into you.
Because I'm literally in a no-win
I've been
situation.
infused with weird zappy stuff before. Besides, I feel like it gave me some kind of boost.
Well, in that case, we need to get moving. If I was trapped, I'm sure Tails
You
was.
Ha! I ruined his joke.
Scout around and find you later. Deal?
Deal. Be careful.
Careful? Where's the fun in that?
And now we've
Sonic
unlocked the
dope.
Denny's move.
I am
unlocked the
the Grand Slam.
Yeah, it's basically just a follow-up to parrying a move, but they call it the Grand Slam. I'm like, God damn it, I want some Denny's now, even though I've never been to Denny's.
Been to Denny's. It is better than IHOP. Yeah, okay. I need to contact S and see if she and her husband wants to get Denny's.
That's the Grand Slam.
Because Sonic gets knocked out. So, Shadow Dragon, let me ask you this. Do you prefer Denny's or IHOP?
My answer, of course, is Waffle House.
I don't have a Waffle House here, but you already know my personal reasons of why I don't like Waffle House.
It's too white trash.
Actually, no. It's the treatment for the employees.
Oh.
You were way off with that.
I mean, what's more white trash than mistreating your employees?
Do you really want me to answer that?
Not on stream. I don't want to get banned like Hassan did for, like, what is it, the third time now for saying saying the white people slur.
But they don't have a slur, technically speaking.
I know, but Twitch will still ban you for saying it.
The thing is, what I have to say technically isn't like a bannable offense.
Don't worry, they'll find a way. Just like one of the VTubers I follow on Twitter, Mistress Mummy, made a call-out post about how like VTubers are held to like really strict standards when it comes to like their models like showing too
Clothing.
much skin, but then like there was like this one streamer that she referenced that was like just wearing pasties and a thong.
Bro, someone got raw dogged on the stream.
Yep, and didn't get permabanned for it.
Well, we some
Lord is
hallelujah
risen
here. 'Cause we
today,
some Christian
hallelujah. Sons of men and angels say, hallelujah. It's your voice and triumphs for hallelujah. The imagery of this with John Dacre.
This is so weird.
This is so surreal, dude.
I don't know how to make this more. I don't know how to make this more surreal.
If I were to figure out how to mod this game and redub it to replace all of Dr. Eggman's audio with my impression of Long John Baldry, but keep all the dialogue the same.
Oh God. Oh, that area right there is just a Wi-Fi router.
Well, that's where we got the first case.
Wi-Fi router, dude.
I know. I've got an Asus Wi-Fi router. They do look like that.
Yeah,
I've got a new point sound alert on there. I made it expensive so you guys can't spam it. You know, in case you want to inflict Corey Feldman on the stream, that option is there now. There we go. God damn it.
It hurts.
So I see JKR has just woken up and chosen violence today. By the way, they added Big Coco to the game with the second update. Big Coco can be exchanged. One, they add a whole bunch of Coco to your total, but you can also exchange them with the Elder or Hermit Coco, can't remember which, to increase your stamina meter. So you can boost for longer. And as part of, adding the Big Coco, I can't with fucking Corey Feldman.
Oh, my ears. Save me, dears.
Like, I have tried to imitate the voice that Corey's using for the chorus there, but I cannot get my voice. I am by no means a good singer, but I cannot make myself sound that bad on purpose.
I mean, I can. I don't want to.
Here's the thing you need to know about the album that song is from. It's a double album. It's like over an hour's worth of songs. Like, a whole-ass production team looked at how that turned out and said, yes, this is suitable to release to the public.
The FBI probably uses it to torture criminals. Look up, seriously speaking, look up the classified music that was used for torturing. Was it like Mariah Carey's "I'll Be There for Christmas" or whatever that Christmas song is?
I know that they used. I know that they used
one.
Yeah, it was like mostly in Guantanamo where they used this music for torture. One of them, I think, was "Here I Go Again" by Whitesnake.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I can't believe they used the Like, bro, I fucking love Staying Alive. That's a great song.
I'm like, God damn it! Why do you have to use good songs for torture?
Yeah, and there's songs out there I could, bro. If you need music to torture someone, I can find you some terrible songs.
That live talent show version of Through the Fire and Flames that I showed you.
Also, because we have I saw that what to happen. Because we have context, the breakout band thing is not fun anymore because they were forced.
Yeah. It's the usual story of parents forcing their children to make idiots of themselves to fulfill their own childhood wishes.
I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming that time.
I'm not laughing at the story of abusive stage parents, I promise. I'm laughing at just Sonic lifelessly just
I know what you're laughing at. I'm like, I did not see that coming. But yeah, like I said, if we're talking legitimately about song for torture, I must hate to say it that yeah.
Also, I think one of the guys from Blackout Band is dead now.
Oh, well, I did not know that. That's depressing now.
Not anything too traumatic, just like died in a car accident.
I'm keeping my statement.
Whoa.
Sonic, punch it in the balls.
I mean, he does try to attack it head on.
I see what you did there. Sonic, shoot it in a dick like RoboCop.
But it doesn't have a dick or balls. It isn't Devastator from Revenge of the Fallen.
I guess that's one of the Titans keeping it.
But go away.
Shoo. But shoo.
Shoo. Go away. You already know what I'm mentioning.
You would not understand. You would not understand.
I like how everyone's really confused, probably, from what we're referencing.
I'm out of coffee.
If we are fortunate, it will destroy you.
Lost at the child.
Okay, I'll lubricate my throat.
Pause. Say pause right now. I was joking about the actual pause. Bro, we just troll each other. That's all we do.
I mean, just be thankful that I wasn't streaming Bubsy 3D when you said that. Because have you seen the Bubsy
pause button? How
have you seen
of those developers?
Have you seen the pause button, the pause screen in Bubsy 3D?
I have not.
It changes to a still image of Bubsy staring dead-eyed at you, and it says pause, as in like PAWS.
That sounds magical. He just threw him.
Yep.
He threw him like an action figure. You.
Yeah, exactly. He just yoked him.
Bro, I just thought of something. That would be an adorable cosplay. Doing Robotnik and what's that character name again?
Sage.
Sage, thank you. That would be a really awesome.
I would love to do that.
Either doing like brother sister or father daughter cosplay. I think that would be adorable.
If I could get my sister to go to a con with me, I would totally try to get like one like coordinated cosplay with the two of us together. Like back when she was younger, the one that I wanted us to do was Tai and Kari.
I mean, you technically can still do that.
Yeah. The only difference is she's not, you know, the same age as Kari anymore.
Yeah.
Well, no, she's the same age as she was in Tri, but we don't talk about Tri unless we're talking about how bad Tri was.
Or the missed potential it had. But I'm gonna. Do you mind if I tell you if I say it what I got here on the stream before I put it on Twitter?
What?
The model kit.
Oh yeah, that.
So I meant to put this on Twitter, and I'm still gonna do it on Twitter. But I got a model kit of Beelzemon. I am so excited because it was also the last one he had in stock. They also had Alphamon, Angelmon, and Metal Garurumon. Like, they got an influx of Gunpla and model kits, and I am like, yo, I am excited. And yes, I'm looking. I'm trying to see the box. I think it has all the guns also, being like the 2 pistols and the giant ass cannon. I think it has all of them, which is amazing, you know?
There's actually a couple model kits I've had my eye on for a long time that I want to get a hold of sooner or later. One of them is a model kit of Metal Gear Rex and Jehuti.
Ooh. If they happen to come into one of the stores, I will let you know.
These are old model kits. I don't know if they're even manufactured anymore.
They might be. If they end up doing like another re-release of those games, then most likely, yeah, they'll probably re-release them.
Well, yeah, they are doing another re-release. They are doing another re-release of Metal Gear Solid. Remember?
Yeah, so they might have it coincided, you know. Another thing too is, don't forget, there's some old auto kits myself that I'm looking for, being also, the various Zoids.
The Metal Gear Solid Master Collection is not even out yet, and already we've got something to complain about.
What, de nouveau?
No, specifically for the Switch version, it runs locked at 30 FPS, when on fucking PS2, these games ran at 60.
Yeah. I mean, when you think... If you really want to bring it down to, when you think about it, the fact that we can't really play Mario Kart and F-Zero on the Switch properly for turning.
That's not a problem with the Switch's hardware. That's Konami being too lazy to optimize it, to optimize the collection for the Switch's hardware.
I just want to complain about the Switch in general.
These aren't even no, I'm talking about in chat. Like, the Switch is decently powerful. It's more powerful than the PS3 and 360, which these quote-unquote remasters are actually ports of. They're just ports of the HD collection versions. So yeah, blame Konami. You know what? Like Stephanie Sterling has famously said time and time again, fuck Konami.
Oh, dude, read JKR's comment about the model kit.
Metal Garurumon model kit, never built. I would definitely take that, because you know I love me some Metal Garurumon.
And you know that's what... I'm going to see if they still got it on come Tuesday. Meaning, we should do a build stream.
I mean, I've got next week off from class, so I could totally do that. I just need to figure out a camera setup for me to, like, you know, have hand cam.
Yeah, I need to figure that out also. Actually, I kind of have that figured out. I just need something. I need to get a new thing to cut the pieces from the plastic.
I'll also have to figure out where I put my cosplay gloves that I use for multiple cosplays, so I can, you know, do the VTuber thing of somewhat dressing up as their model.
I just got. Yeah, okay, so there's a joke that me and Nini have whenever either one of us go on webcam.
Yeah?
Because we're both black VTubers, right? It's basically, oh my god, you're black.
Also, if the only way to play the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection in 4K on any platform is to play it on PC, because on both PS5 and Xbox Series X, it's locked to 1080p. Because once again, these are just ports of existing remasters instead of new remasters.
Oh, let me go back to the screen.
Let's see what Amy's got to say here. You know, Amy should be thankful. Amy should be thankful that it's not Donkey Kong that's having to rescue her, because instead of showering her with hearts, he'd shower her with coconut cream pies.
The funny thing is, that song is actually really good.
Most of the songs in Donkey Kong Country are really good. They have no right to be that good.
I know, right?
No, best song in the whole show, I'm Leo Luster.
I really need to sit down and listen to a lot of the songs.
The entire series is on YouTube unofficially.
Yeah, I need to sit down. I need to really sit down and yeah.
What I find funny is that they did 2 musical numbers per episode. So there's twice as many songs as there are episodes of the show.
Yeah. And most of them are really good. That takes talent, you know?
I'm Leo Luster Pow! I need to cosplay, one of the cosplays I want to do at a convention once I start going back to conventions is Leo Luster.
But yeah, Shadow Dragon said that speaking of cosplays, they have a prop sword of Yamato with the virtual jacket. Ooh,
nice.
What's the trench coat though? But still, that's amazing. JKR got the Metal Garurumon model kit last year with the intention to build it, but never got around. Probably never will.
I've been thinking about picking up some of those Transformers model kits, but I've heard mixed things about their quality. Also, just people not liking how both times they did model kits of fembots, they decided to fan serviceify them.
You already know the only one. There's only one I want.
I mean, Windblade and RC were both designed by hentai artists.
Yeah.
For the model kits, at least.
That reminds me, I do kind of want those also.
And they've got, I know they have a, I don't know if the Starscream model kits come out yet, but they have a Bumblebee model kit.
They do have a Starscream one. It's been out for a while, actually.
I can't remember which ones are out and which ones aren't yet.
Like, I know 2 of them at least.
If you're talking about that, if you're talking about the Bishojo Starscream thing, that's not a model kit, that's a statue.
No, it's one of the actual model kits. There's Starscream, there is Megatron,
Optimus Prime in multiple designs.
At least two.
Yeah, there's one for his like G1 design, then there's one for his IDW design.
Rumor is, and take this with a major grain of salt, because I don't trust rumors. They might be bringing out, I think Soundwave and Devastator.
Oh, we know that they are. They announced those a while ago.
Oh, okay. I try to remember, and you know my memory is not the greatest. But that's why I say I heard rumors and take it with a grain of salt.
I think there's a Star Saber one too. Star Saber the character, not Star Saber the sword from Transformers Armada. And not Star Saber the sword from Transformers Prime.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, you already know what I was thinking.
The Star Saber is such a weird thing in Transformers where it can refer to either a relic or a person.
You know who I would love a model kit of?
Thunderclash?
Six
Not
Shot,
Thunderclash.
the Ninja Consultant.
I didn't mean Thunderclash. I meant, Thunderblast, that's her name. Or Thundertits, as I like to call her. The, Decepticon fembot from, Cybertron, who they gave underboob and nipples to.
I was gonna go more along the lines of, Six Shot, Ninja Consultant.
Yeah, Six Shot, the Ninja Consultant.
Literally in my top 3. In my top 3. You know, if people actually knew like my top 3 favorite Transformers, they would be sitting there like, "What's wrong with you?"
I mean, you want speaking of stuff that makes you go, "What's wrong with you?" I found out from no, none of that. There was a post from Crazy Ass Moments in Transformers History, where it was about Simon Furman wrote a fan comic for a unofficial Transformers convention, where it's a team up between all of the Transformers that happen to have unfortunate names, like Erector, for example. And all the dialogue is just a bunch of innuendos.
Oh my gosh, I can't take it. I can't.
It's beautiful here, but there's a loneliness here. The land feels sad and empty.
Yeah, I got the same feeling. And I think it's tied to the ruins, weird robots, and other stuff we've encountered. But on the plus side, I've got plenty of room to run around.
And you never know how many new routes you may discover.
Yeah, I'll try not to have too much fun finding a way to restore you.
And you know, the argument of it, is it routes or routes? And I use both.
I use both too. I use both depending on what I'm referring to. Like, I refer to a route, for a road. But when it comes to the thing that you use to get a Wi-Fi connection, I call it a router.
Yeah. Like, the way I use it is like, okay, like one of the highways that I go a lot of times, because it basically intersects the majority of my state. It's Route 1 and Route 9. That's where you go by, right? Like, I tend to use it for, like interstates and stuff like that. Interstates, turnpikes, parkways. I normally call those routes. When I use routes, I use those more for walking,
You ever read the Sonic IDW comics? Still haven't.
Same.
I still have not read them, and I really need to, especially since they are canon now.
Dude, the IDW comics though, those and the Archie Sonic ones. Sonic is so overpowered. Like,
one of my
even
favorite
Mega
things
Man,
one of my favorite weird things from the Archie run that isn't like, you know, Ken Pender's obsession with echidnas or the sex lives of underage Sonic characters is like his overly complicated explanation for why Sonic has green eyes. Starting with Adventure Era comics. They did like a whole big scene that gives the origin of his green eyes and longer quills.
can't they just say like his eyes is more defined, and for the longer quills he's older?
They didn't even need to have an in-lore explanation for it. They also had a really convoluted explanation for why Dr. Eggman's design changed starting with Sonic Adventure, and it involves like interdimensional robot duplicates.
If you really had to, like, couldn't you just say that, like, he was working on a dimension or a gravity machine and it worked him a little bit? I mean, that makes more sense, right?
No, because as the big thing for issue 50 of the Archie Sonic comic, they killed off Robotnik.
One moment.
Or Robotnik Prime, as he was later called. Because the Archie comics did multiverse stuff before it was popular.
What am I fighting for?
I think that's accurate. Oh no, my Dale Alienware PC. How dare you, Arikado?
Talking about awesome PC builds, there's someone who made their own custom Mega Man X PC case. And when I say Mega Man X PC case, you may think like, oh, it's Mega Man X themed. It's got like decals and stuff on it. No, it's in the shape of a bust of Mega Man X being constructed.
Ooh. You know what the funny thing? This actually goes along the lines of what we were talking about for having a NES, Super NES, or a Famicom build for a
Wasn't there an
PC.
Archie Sonic comic? Wasn't there a Sonic Archie comic where there was fish puns? I have that issue. It was from a kind of early point in the series run where they would do like the old comics thing of doing like multiple stories per issue. Like you had your main story and then you had like a couple side stories that were more like one-offs. And this one was on like an undersea freedom fighters group where the entire thing is just a series of fish puns.
Speaking, since we're talking about comics, and I have to thank you for this, but the Brazilian Sonic comics, in the lunacy of those comics.
Are you sure you're not thinking about the Brazilian Mega Man comics?
Oh, excuse me. You're right. Sorry about that.
The Brazilian Mega Man comics, where it just stops being about Mega Man, instead becomes about the author's OCs.
Yeah, the
just like Archie Sonic. And it's also uncomfortably horny, just like Archie Sonic.
It's like you could have a little bit of horny, just don't be creepy about it, you know?
Like they have a whole issue where Roll spends the entire time naked.
That's just uncomfortable.
Okay. At least
that is
at least they redesigned Roll to be more reminiscent of her cartoon design than how she actually looks in the games.
That's thankful. Cause ooh. That's a scary thing to think about. I just thought of something amazing.
Yeah.
The little children thing, right? Have them be the Skyrim spiders.
I mean, you could theoretically mod that in.
That would be nightmare fuel, you know that, right?
Yes.
Like, who would want to collect frostbite spiders besides those who don't have arachnophobia, which is like what, 2% of the world?
I don't necessarily have arachnophobia. I just don't like spiders. Like I don't have. Like, a phobia implies a irrational fear or aversion to. I have a very rational reason for not liking spiders. I've been bitten by them before. It's not fun.
I mean, I've been bitten by ants as well, but like, my fear is when I see, I punch. I punch, I attack.
I've been bitten by ant. I've been bitten by an ant before too. It was weird because it was an ant on my dad's side.
Make me fight you. Hold on. Take that. Also, Shadow Dragon. Yeah, Wall Masters and Floor Masters. They technically are spiders, but they're worse because they're handshake spiders.
Yum, yum, yum. Human hand.
They're actually worse than... Like, I don't know what's worse. Sculptulas? Or fucking, like... I mean, Sculptulas really aren't even that scary, even if you have arachnophobia, right? Okay, they either just come down...
The Sculptula man is pretty terrifying.
I find Floor and Wall Masters still more scary.
Not Sculptulas themselves, but the man that's being turned into a Sculptula.
From at the Sculptula house, where there's a whole family of them.
Yeah.
Never complete that quest.
It's not worth it.
You only do up to the second to last person. And yeah, the last person gives you like 5 rupees, and it's like, bruh, if I was literally in this game, I would just stab you.
I mean, it's nowadays that would be expected for a Nintendo reward.
Yeah.
I mean, in a post Breath of the Wild world, it's expected for completing a tediously long side quest to reward you with something incredibly underwhelming.
Bruh, I got something scarier than Wall Masters. And it's either Gyptos or Redids.
Yeah, the way that they scream when they see you.
Not only that, the way they're textured, you know? And then we actually see like oh my god.
I got how about that thing that lives at the bottom of the well?
Bungle Bungle?
Like that weird fucking monster thing that only appears in one area of the game and then never again.
Oh, the hands. You're not talking about the mid boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing, honestly, for me personally, that didn't scare me. I think that's a first. You want to know what monster kind of creeps me out, but not in a scary way?
What?
Likes.
Yeah, I can see why.
I kind of want to do something to it. I'm not going to say what.
You know what? Just for that.
This is impressive, disturbing, and makes me uncomfortable. This is impressive, disturbing, and makes me uncomfortable.
There.
don't want to get. I don't want to get curried. We ain't going that far. Because if we go that far, I say this.
I'll say fuck.
Finally broke 10K
10K what?
points.
Oh.
Imagine if I said subscribers. It's like, wait, what? Volleyball. Can you look at the moon real quick?
Can I look at the moon? Yeah.
Yeah. You know what it makes me think of?
Stop mocking me!
I wasn't thinking that, but now I am. Because when I was looking at the moon, like, I was kind of curious on how it was textured, right?
I mean, it's a skybox, so...
I know. I was curious how it was so modeled. Because sometimes you do have some texturing to it where you see, you know, the bumps and stuff, the craters.
Yeah.
But for this one, it's just a literal white circle. So I'm thinking a cookie with, like, that's drenched in icing.
Sorry, I was thrown off by the sudden John Dacre performance.
I mean, Sonic just died, so that's very appropriate.
So I got a Blursid. I got a both, depending on how you look at it, horrible and amazing idea the other day that I feel I need to share with chat. So you know that Sonic Sat AM had Jim Cummings as Dr. Robotnik, right?
Yeah.
Jim Cummings is on Cameo for a mere $250.
Wow.
So, if we were to, like, crowdsource $250 to hire Jim Cummings on Cameo, we could get Dr. Robotnik reciting the Snap Cube thing.
There's a number of things that comes to mind right now, too.
He would probably reject it outright, but it would be worth a shot. He would probably reject it outright, given that pretty much everything he has publicly available on his Cameo profile is stuff he's done as Winnie the Pooh. But he's done some not so family friendly roles before. He was the Terror Mask in the Splatterhouse remake.
You just gave me an idea. Having Winnie the Pooh meet Dr. Ivor Robotnik and becoming friends. You know he would approve of that.
Yes.
Because honestly, when you think about it, that sounds something that would actually happen.
Dr. Robotnik would try to roboticize him, but he can't because he's not an animal. He is a stuffed animal.
Not only that, I for some reason, he would offer some honey, and Dr. Robotnik would be like, oh, this is nice. He would feel guilty, you know? I think it's safe to say he would genuinely feel guilty.
Yes.
Leading them to be friends. And don't forget, everyone knows Winnie the Pooh is more powerful than Superman, Dr. Manhattan, all these overpowered characters, you know?
But is he more powerful than Shaggy?
Yes, he is.
Okay, but can he beat Superman?
Yes. He will become Superman's friend, thus negating the whole fact that they have to fight. Remember, Goobas Doopas animations.
Yep.
Like, legitimately, going with the Goobas verse. His Winnie the Pooh is the strongest character.
Would he survive the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny when, keep in mind, the victor of that one was Mr. Rogers in a bloodstained sweater?
The thing is, he is best friends. Like, the thing is, he was so nice and people didn't want to make him sad. They stopped the battle and made him number one. Remember, he loves peace and doesn't like to be stressed out. He is so strong that people are afraid of getting other people angry by making him sad. If he rejects it, I was saying, Emperor speaking to Darth Vader. Oh, that actually sounds really interesting.
With Robotnik as the Emperor and Pooh as Darth Vader. He's done Pooh as Darth Vader at conventions before. Like, he has a panel where, like, he recites, like, famous movie scenes in different voices that he's done. And one of them that went viral was him and Lauren Landa, voice of Lychee from Blaze Blue and Kyoko from Madoka Magica, doing the like Vader talking to Leia bit from A New Hope, with Winnie the Pooh as Vader and Kyoko Sakura as Princess Leia.
You just gave me an idea. Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. Does he look like a bitch?
Hold on, I can actually do Winnie the Pooh's voice.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother. Does he look like a bitch?
Say what again?
Say what again?
Say what again?
I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what again one more goddamn time.
That would be Eo's voice, like, what?
You know, if we were to get, if I don't think Gary Chalk is on Cameo, but we could get, since he voiced Robotnik in Underground and he voiced Grounder in Adventures, we could get a Robotnik talking to Grounder, which, you know, his performance is somewhat similar to yeah, I figured he probably wasn't on Cameo.
Is Christina V on Cameo?
Christina V, I don't think, is on Cameo.
Given
that she's primarily an anime voice actress, it makes sense why she's not on Cameo. Because she would just get a whole bunch of horny fanboys requesting stuff from her.
No, dude, she is on Cameo.
She is? Oh my god.
Voice actress, Miraculous Ladybug, Hunter x Hunter, Sailor Moon. Hold on, get this off my thing.
Yeah, she voices Sailor Mars, I believe. Yep, Shantae.
Oh my gosh. It's only $80 for a personal video. I'm so tempted. I am so tempted.
Keep in mind, she also voices Darkness from Konosuba.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
And yeah, Shadow Dragon, that is my favorite role she did. She also did the a lot of the female voice roles for what's we call it? Maple Story.
She's
I am
also
not crazy about those.
She's also Kampa from Neptunia.
Yeah, Noelle is my favorite role. And next to Shantae. I need to see the English one. I'm not too crazy about a lot of English dubs, which is hilarious because I like some of the '80s dubs. You know,
Yeah.
that tells you a lot about my personality. Like, wait a minute. This dude's a fan of the '80s dubs? Why? Because they're comically entertaining.
I was crushed to hear that Christina V will not, in fact, be voicing Sprigatito in the upcoming Pokemon anime. Given how amazing her Sprigatito performance was in that shitpost video she made.
It's too convincing.
Kira Buckland's going to be voicing Sprigatito. Which, you know, good for her. You are familiar with Kira Buckland if you were on Newgrounds in the early 2000s. She was in so many Flash animations.
I wasn't in those much.
You might also know her as Jolene Cujo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. God, where's some other examples? I can't name all that. Oh, she's 2B from Nier Automata.
Oh. Okay, I've not played that yet. I need to.
But yeah, she's going to be voicing Sprigatito. Also, like, as someone who's never really played much of the Yakuza games, I'm getting really hyped for Like a Dragon Gaiden, just because it's got K-Son in it.
Oh my god.
Like, she appears in live-action footage as, like, a dating minigame side quest.
Nice.
And because she won a that was part of a like model scouting contest they did for that. But since she was the grand prize winner, she's also going to be a party member in Yakuza 8.
Yo. Go K-Som.
Henya did a reaction to the latest trailer that has her in it. And Young Ya is voicing Kiryu.
That one I know about. So this is going to be epic. Do not give hearts to the small child. That is a demonic aura.
Yo, don't you think that Titan was kind of overkill?
You are an enemy to be eliminated, and you are powerless compared to its might.
Stew!
I am, but I'm willing to bet I could handle it as supersonic. All I need are the Chaos Emeralds.
Doubtful. In any scenario, the end results will not change.
I would break out into Dubas Goobas's Robotnik right now, but it's too late for that. I don't want to tear up my throat before tomorrow. Because like, I love Dubas Goobas's Robotnik, but oh my god, you can hear how painful that voice has to be.
Oh, 100%, bruh.
It's like a Takahata's Lord Slug voice. You can hear his throat being shredded.
Yeah. Oh, how I was doing Sakura Ogami. You can hear the pain.
That's why I recommend, if you're going to do gravelly voices, you learn how to do metal growls and screams, because you can channel that exact same technique into doing gravelly voices.
Yeah, I need a music coach for that. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
Like, the one that I find to be the most useful for, like, those low guttural voices is called false chord screaming, which is basically what you hear in death metal.
Yeah, there's a reason why I say I need a teacher, though, because I want to also kind of get into like punk rock as well. and I'm very out of practice, you know. So having a
Yeah.
coach would be very helpful.
Like there's actually a VTuber, I think she's called Oba Kitty Cat. She's markets herself as a metal VTuber because she's a metalhead and she does metal songs. But she's talked about like her growling technique, and like a lot of it is just breath control.
God, for me, for what I tend to do it is a lot of it is abdominal when I try to do it. Not so much breath control.
Yeah,
I need to learn that.
like a lot of it has to do with learning how to manipulate your diaphragm.
So basically, it's basically utilizing the basics of singing and taking it to an advanced level.
Like if you want to get into like, you know, your more hardcore types of vocals, like your dirty vocals as they call them, or distorted vocals, then you need to learn how to sing regularly first.
Yeah, I would have to learn to I'll have to relearn. If that makes sense, you know, because like I said, it's been so long.
Same here.
So I would definitely take that. I would want someone that could specialize in both, like R&B, pop, punk, emo, and metal, along with regular voice acting, because that would be like the most beneficial. But obviously, you're going to get multiple teachers for that.
Yeah. I would like to say that my growly voices have gotten better since I've started practicing false chords. Because it puts less strain on my throat. Like, I had no trouble recording my Starscream audio for Armada Bridged this go around. Where like before it was like, I'm Starscream. It was more up here when I did the voice before. Whereas now it's like, Lord Megatron, I promise I wasn't trying to overthrow you or anything like that.
Lord
Like way
Megatron.
easier.
I was not trying to overthrow you. I was simply allowing the other Decepticon's wings to spread a little bit.
I'm in my throat. I already know I am.
Like, the thing about false chord screaming is, like, you have to manipulate your vocal cords in a specific way to get them to, like, vibrate at a certain way. In a certain part of your throat and in a certain way to get the sound without straining yourself.
Yeah, I think I was too high pitched. If I were to lower the pitch, it would be better.
Instead of going up here, going more along the lines of right here, was closer to my talking voice, you know. But at the same time, I'm not really being Starscream.
I don't know who I'm being at this point.
Well, that's leaning more into Steve Bloom's take on Starscream from Transformers Prime.
Oh, really?
Because
That's
like
what you say.
he goes for a much more like deep voiced Starscream that's still like got some of that like breathiness to it.
Really?
Where he sounds just like he has a voice that instantly tells you he can't be trusted. It's like, I am Starscream. I chew the scenery in every scene that I'm in. Yes.
I am Starscream, second in command of the Decepticons. After Lord Megatron, of course.
Also,
like
yeah, like, I plan on doing something related to Soundwave, sooner or later. So, like, I want to do, like, the proper I've gotten the vocal effect for Soundwave down for like post processing, but the main thing that's been holding me back for a long time is doing a good Dr. Claw voice, because that is the base of Soundwave. It's Dr. Claw put through a vocoder. And the way false chords once again come to the rescue, whereas before I would just kind of do this. That's even still better than what I used to sound like. It's more like Ravage, Eject, Operation, Infiltration.
Oh, John. Okay.
What also helped was seeing a clip from a panel that Frank Welker did a few years ago, where he talked about the Dr. Claw voice that he uses for so many things, like obviously Dr. Claw, but also Soundwave and the Cave of Wonders. And he said that it started out as an impression of Barry White.
You know what I gotta say to that? Yes. Do you know what I'm referencing?
Yes, I do.
Yo, Amy.
Yes.
Friend?
Yes.
I'm disappointed that this Coco isn't replaced with the Koroneski. That would have been hilarious if Amy here was talking to little cartoon head.
But if they don't do it now, they may never get the chance.
That would just be cute, though.
You got all that, huh?
I feel like the dimension I'm in is translating for me. It's strange, but feels natural.
That also reminds me, when I finish getting the PC up again, I should try to audition for some vocal roles, shouldn't I?
Yes, you should.
I would think we've got more pressing issues, but again, who am I to
Maybe there. Huh.
I actually do. I do have a project that I want to do sometime.
I remember you told me my lips are sealed.
I mean, it's not like it's a big secret. It's just like I haven't figured out how I'm gonna do it yet. Yeah. Amy and Makoto have from Blaze Blue have the same voice actress. Cindy Robinson has voiced Amy since Sonic Free Riders. She just used a different voice in her first couple performances as Amy before settling into just her Makoto voice for Amy.
Oh yeah. Speaking of voice actresses, the original voice actress for Chie from the original Persona 4, I can't think of her name.
I have no idea because I haven't...
I was gonna say she is my favorite voice of it. And then
everyone seems to agree that Chie's original voice from Persona 4 is better.
Like, I love the energy the new voice actress gives. It's, to me though, it's just not Chie, you know?
No, I don't, because I've never played Persona 4.
If you play Persona 4 in a fighting game, but yeah, like, nothing negative against her current voice actress, you know? Like, I'm happy she got the role, and like I said, the best thing I can say to her about her vocals for it is that she has the great energy of it, you know? But it's just not my particular favorite or particular take of it that I enjoy. Which, you know, sounds, music, all that type of stuff is very subjective, you know? I'm pretty sure people were like, bruh, her vocals are like sliced bread.
Nice, Jake. Night, JKR.
Night, JKR, bruh.
But yeah, project that I want to get going sometime, hopefully soon. but no idea when exactly, is I want to do, like, a fan dub of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot's, like, story sequences, but do it as if it were the Ocean dub, as opposed to the Funimation dub, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, you already know I have a special place in my heart for the Funimation dub.
Well, I thought you had a special place in your heart for the Ocean dub, too.
That too, yeah.
And I know you now have a special place in your heart for the Bang Zoom dub, thanks to me.
Yeah, that might be one of my favorites.
Fucking
Lex
Lex Lang as Goku going full Kenshiro on it.
The vocals are impressive as a Super Saiyan 3 transformation. They're on par. And I know so many people are going to be like, bro, you're crazy. I'm like, no, I'm just spitting facts.
And then you get to the Resurrection F arc, and you get to hear Derek Stephen Prince using his Piedmon voice for Frieza.
Oh, yeah. There's so much goodness.
You know what dub I have a special soft spot for?
Big Green.
That and the Speedy dub. So this is the true power of Saya people.
You know what's one I also like that I kind of feel is somewhat underrated?
What?
It's basically the short dub, being the Harmony Gold.
Oh yeah, Harmony Gold, which still lost
Zero.
media to some degree.
Yeah, the Zero is interesting. It's still very entertaining because while yes, the characters and everything are changed, it still maintains the heart and soul of what makes Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z interesting, you know?
Well, it came out at a time when only Dragon Ball was out.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though, right?
And even then, only the first couple arcs of Dragon Ball.
But you get what I'm saying, though. How it just has the essence.
Also, the voice of, I guess I should say Zero in that dub is Barbara Goodson, who you may better know her as Rita Repulsa.
Yes. My monster crew!
Fun fact about Barbara Goodson's performance as Rita Repulsa. She said that she was told to do a Wicked Witch of the West voice for Rita, which, you know, very obvious. Didn't need me to tell you that. But she was originally told that she might, like, after the pilot episode, they were thinking about replacing her because she didn't sound angry enough.
And then she came in and blew their minds. I remember you told me this.
Yeah. Also, the pilot episode of Power Rangers is fucking weird because there's so many things that are just very slightly different from how they should be. Like Zordon is still there, but yeah, Bulk and Skull. Well, they're not even referred to by name. They're just like standard bullies, and instead of the juice bar, they hang out in a bowling alley. And Zordon is called Zoltar.
Yeah, it's still interesting, though.
And Alpha 5 has a slightly different design.
Yeah, we gotta rewatch rewatch it, because I remember some of it.
The pilot keeps on getting taken down off of YouTube.
Like,
so it's kind of well, it wasn't uploaded officially, and it still hasn't been.
I know, but people love like seeing where shows like they originate, you know.
There was also a pitch reel for Power Rangers that used to be up on YouTube, but it's also now lost media because it got taken down by Toei.
Stop taking down lost fucking media, fucking Toei.
But it was a pitch reel for, like, the original pitch reel for Power Rangers is also considered lost media, but this was a later pitch reel where it incorporates stuff from the older pilot that was not picked up, where it wasn't using Ranger as the basis of its footage, it was using Bioman.
And yeah, Shadow Dragon, 100%.
Typical Toei, yeah. But yeah, like, that pitch reel, I remember seeing it. It was interesting because it uses the actors from the still not publicly available Bioman pilot and refers to them as people that are called together because they share the same biorhythms. But then instead of using Bioman fight footage, it uses Ranger fight footage, and the whole thing is set to Electric Eye by Judas Priest.
So let me ask you something. Do you believe in multiverse theory?
I'm sick of multiverses. If multiverses turned out to be real, then I would just. No, I can't say that on Twitch.
Jump in lava in Minecraft?
I can't say it, but Korone can say it for me.
Oh, hey guys. Seppuku. Okay?
There we go.
I was gonna say that there is a universe out there where we got this set of Power Rangers.
Yeah, like that pitch, the Bioman pitch goes back to the 80s because it actually took Haim Saban a long time to get anyone to pick up his idea for Power Rangers.
Multiverse theory's a bitch. Yeah.
Multiverse theory's a bitch, and so am I.
Ask you this: which version of Team 4 Stars Cell is your favorite?
Imperfect, easily.
For me, yeah, the whole
The voice is like this,
I love it.
Okay, here's something that they did in an update that's genuinely a huge quality of life change. You no longer have to hand in your Cocos one by one. Before that, you had to raise your speed or ring count one level at a time.
Oof.
And you see how my boost meter got bigger? It's got like that outer layer around it. That's from trading in the big Cocos. Which is also something that was added in the second update.
Oh, let me ask you this as well. What character in Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Z Abridged do you wish had more screen time? For any reason.
You know, it's going to sound weird considering he was a pretty major character for most of the series, but then he just kind of gets brushed off to the sidelines with the Boo arc. Krillin.
Huh.
Like, I was having I had a discussion with Mistress Dove on one of her streams. Well, I was in chat. I wasn't guesting on her stream or anything. But, like, she agrees with me that Krillin's one of the best characters in Dragon Ball.
Oh, 100%.
Because, like, everyone, like, so many normies meme on him for being, like, the one that gets knocked the fuck out every time. But, like, he's still one of the best characters, not because, like, like the entire topic was her talking about how especially Dragon Ball Z fans view a character's quality based on their strength. But for Krillin, like, he knows he's outmatched. He knows he doesn't stand a chance. He's still gonna fight anyway, if only to buy some time.
Not only that, he's an awesome father. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Like, he is probably okay. Minusing the memes with Piccolo and everything, right? He is genuinely a good father, and I love that.
Yep, and he scored Android 18. So he's automatically the best. He is the best by default.
He got a baddie.
Yeah.
Being genuine, okay? For me, I kind of wish they did a little bit more with Pycon.
Well, Pycon was an anime exclusive character. He
know.
wasn't in the manga. Because that whole arc wasn't in the manga.
Yeah, but keep in mind, I'm talking about characters in general, basically.
Yeah.
I really kind of wish they did either more with Pycon or more with Hit, at least. One of those characters. Now,
also,
jokingly...
yeah?
Either Zarbon or Dodoria. Team 4-star. 100%.
Well, with Dragon Ball Super Resurrection F arc, we get some more of Captain Ginyu, and it's extremely disappointing.
Yeah. Yamcha still took the... Yamcha deserves some goodness. Like, I'm getting kind of tired of people just ripping on him. Because when you think about it, Yamcha technically has some great potential to catch up. Because let's go back to, I think it was the... Correct me if I'm wrong, the Boo arc, where he gets inside the chamber and it's like 500 times Earth's gravity or some shit.
I can't remember. It's been so long since I've watched Boo.
But yeah, even though he couldn't do the gravity, he is at least able to turn the machine off, which tells you a lot about his strength. He has potential.
Also, someone who also deserved not necessarily more screen time, but someone who deserves better screen time. Chi-Chi.
Oh, 100%.
She deserves to be more than just the nagging housewife.
Exactly. People forget she was a serious martial artist. Also, something I would love to see as a minor, like a minor type thing, you know? And that's Gohan getting to meet his person he was named after, being Gohan Sensei.
Grandpa Gohan,
that would be amazing.
Yeah, it's strange that they still haven't done anything with Grandpa Gohan now that they can freely travel to and from Otherworld.
Not only that, but Raditz, because that's a popular fan thing, you know?
Yeah.
Raditz and Nappa?
Yeah. Well, they brought Nappa back in Dragon Ball GT, and his only line is before getting killed in one hit by Vegeta.
Yeah, he didn't even do a Super Saiyan, which would have been like a major ego destruction type thing. But
what would Nappa as what would Nappa look like as a Super Saiyan?
A golden beard and mustache.
He would have a golden mustache.
Which actually, when you think about it, sounds amazing, doesn't it?
The real worst thing about Dragon Ball GT isn't its pacing issues or its lackluster villains. It's that they gave us Mustache Vegeta, but didn't let us see what that looks like in Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Another thing, like, seriously speaking, though, Nappa and, like, Didn't Masako X do a video of like what if Goku was to meet Raditz?
He's done so much stuff involving Raditz, I don't know.
Yeah. And it was actually really good. And I would love to see, like, there's also the thing about Bardock. He could technically meet his father, which would be interesting to see because they explore.
Well, that implies that his father didn't go to hell. Which, let's be honest, Bardock probably went to hell.
Same thing with Raditz, but still, instant transmission. That solves all the issues.
Well, no, because he can't just teleport to where Bardock is, because remember, instant transmission only works if he has an energy signature he can recognize to lock onto.
No, what I mean is from hell to heaven. Or the Kais. That's what I mean.
Okay,
by.
yeah, that. But like, he wouldn't even know his father if he saw him because he doesn't have any memories of his father.
Yeah, King Kai could point him out.
That implies King Kai would want to travel to hell.
Well, he wouldn't have to travel to hell because the Kais are basically somewhat omnipotent.
Look for the guy.
Find...
Hold on, I got an answer for this. So you want to know what your father looks like? Fuck, I can't do King Kai. I'm slipping into murder face.
do it.
No, you want to see what your father looks like, huh? Well, just look for the guy that looks just like you. There, that is my William Murderface reciting King Kai.
It's actually really good, though.
Apparently, I can do the fucking like weird lispy thing that Murderface has better than his actual voice actor can. Because like for the first season or so of Metalocalypse, he had to stick paper towels in the sides of his mouth in order to get that lispy sound.
The funny thing is,
with me, I just kind of spread my cheeks out a bit. And you know, that sounds really bad out of context, but I promise it's not anything gay like that. Because I'm totally straight. I get laid all the time with my band Planet Piss.
You know what the funny thing is? You want to know how I actually did the voice? I could, from hearing from you. One of my friends, their niece, had gotten whatchamacallit, braces, right?
Yeah.
So I happened to see her, and we were taking her because she had to get them retightened. So now I saw the braces. I'm like, oh, how's it doing? How are the braces doing? Like fucking with her, right? And her cracking up. Because I actually had braces. That's kind of how you sound, you know? It's like, how are the braces doing?
That's probably one of my favorite voices in any of the English dubs is King Kai's, because it's so radically different from how he sounds in the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Like, Japanese King Kai just sounds like man. He just sounds like old man. Same thing with Master Roshi. He just sounds like old man in the Japanese version, but in the English dub, they decided to make him sound like a prospector.
Hola, grab my dick. You mean the stuff, right?
Pig, go grab my dick. You please tell me you mean the submarine. Fun fact, the voice that Kaiser used for Oolong once he started voicing Oolong is based on the Harmony Gold dub.
Yeah. From what I remember, the Harmony Gold... Okay.
He's saying they're trapped under the rocks.
I was gonna say for me,
and
when I hear...
He also voiced Icarus, and he said that Icarus is one of his favorite characters to voice, even though he doesn't like Icarus as a character.
Yeah, Icarus is weird.
Also, I learned from Kaiser's contributions to the creator commentary that in the Ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z, they instead of calling Icarus Icarus, they call him Higher Dragon.
I kind of like the name Icarus, honestly, because it's, you know, the mythos behind it.
Like, the Ocean dub, especially once Westwood Productions and AB Group took over the like production side of it, with Ocean just supplying the voices, which is basically like Android Saga onwards, because famously Ocean never got to do the entire Frieza saga, but like once they got to that part of their dub, things start getting kind of weird with some of the translations and pronunciations of stuff. Like, you know, Dr. Giro, of course.
Yeah.
They went with the Japanese pronunciation of his name, Dr. Gero.
I didn't know that.
And, like, we're finding more and more clips of the Westwood dub out there. People call it the Westwood dub sometimes because Westwood was like the production studio that did like the actual putting together of the episodes, whereas Ocean just, you know, was the voice cast.
Yeah.
But, like, you get some interesting stuff, too, like their take on Vegito. Which I would argue their take on Vegito is better than what Funimation and the original Japanese did.
Oh?
So you know how most fusions in Dragon Ball are done by having both people that fuse together voice the character at the same time, right?
Yeah.
They did that for Gotenks. Well, not real. They cheated with Gotenks. They just gave him a double-layered voice by one actress. But they noticed how, like, when Kibito and Supreme Kai fuse, their voices don't play together at the same time. They just have one voice. And they're the only fusion in the whole series that's like that. So what they did for Vegito, because it's supposed to be a permanent fusion, or at least at the time believed to be permanent, you know, the Patara earrings and all that.
Yeah.
Instead of having Goku and Vegeta's voice actors speak together, they had Vegeta's voice actor do an impression of Goku.
I like that. That's actually really creative. Dude, I was stacking those stones.
And you'll also be happy to hear that our boy Scott McNeil voices Majin Buu. You know, Scott McNeil, Rat Trap, Dinobot, Wolverine, Proto Man, Dr. Wily.
Yep.
Koga. God, what else? Lord Raptor. Ken from the Street Fighter cartoon.
Yeah, I think I'm one of the minority. I think I'm one of the minority that actually enjoyed the Street Fighter cartoon.
Yeah, it's good when you separate it from when you look at it in the context of this is a product of its time.
Yeah.
It's the same way that it's the same way that I enjoy the Mortal Kombat cartoon.
That Darkstalkers also?
Yeah, he voiced Lord Raptor in the Darkstalkers cartoon.
Yeah, I have a quick question though. Isn't it the same animation company that did the same for Darkstalkers, Mortal Kombat, and Street Fighter, right?
I don't think it was all three. I think it was just Darkstalkers and Street Fighter.
Because I think one of those also did Mummies Alive.
Because, like, the thing about 90s animation productions is that more often than not, they didn't have just one studio making them. They would have different studios work on different episodes.
Yeah. The reason I wonder that, though, right? When you look at the characters from Mummies Alive, they look somewhat similar. A more cleaned up version, obviously. But they kind of remind me of the... well, Mortal Kombat, Darkstalkers, and Mortal Kombat cartoons. Closer to Mortal Kombat, I want to say. Which makes me think it's the same studio. Well, studios.
It would probably be easy to find the details about that nowadays.
Yeah.
Also, we've been streaming for over 2 hours, and you said you could only do about 2 hours, so I'm going to have to cut it here.
I completely forgot. Apparently, also voiced someone in Invincible, but it is said unknown. Huh? I didn't know that.
It might have been a uncredited role.
There's a lot of
surprisingly common, even in modern productions. Like Brian Beacock was not credited as Monokuma in any of the Danganronpa games, to my knowledge, despite voicing him in all of them.
This is a major role too.
Yeah, he's the fucking main villain. And he's not in the credits. Anyways, thanks everyone for tuning into this impromptu stream. We're not going to do any raids tonight, but tune in tomorrow night for a take 2 of Smasher Pass VTuber edition. Until then, unpleasant dreams.
Bye.